Hey, how you doing? I want to talk to you a little bit about art today, and drawing, pencil graphic drawing, and charcoal graphic drawing. I went to Amazon.com. I'm looking at all these books and these different methods and everything, and I've been drawing for quite a while. And I went ahead and went to Amazon.com, and I got a few things. Powdered charcoal. The BT shop, $14.92. Then I got some Graphics brisket and acetate clear sheets. So those were $13.99 for the friskets, and the other was $11.31. The acetate clear plastics. And the frisket was from Amazon.com, and the acetate was from the BT group. Spent about $100 altogether to fill out the rest of my art supplies because I was lacking a few things. The grayscale, that came in from In Prime Time at $5.24. So you can check out the grayscale, the values, the different values, where you're at off your picture versus your drawing. Graphics mask, incredible white mask, brisket, mask, liquid frisket, that's what I meant to say. Graphics mask from Amazon.com for $10.45. We got the Primo charcoal set from Generals, of course, and it came in from the BT group, and that was $13.51. I have some other general stuff that I got like at Hobby Lobby for $1.99. That's kneaded eraser. You can apply it and dot it and do whatever you need with it and erase. The Krylon fixative, workable fixative. That came from Amazon.com for $6.27. So I haven't tried all the different brands or anything. I'm just going to try this one and see if that works for me. The Chamos, that came from Elf Global for $3.39. This is a 3x4 inch piece of leather, so for our blending. Felt, we have, I bought, instead of getting a square piece or going to the store, I just went ahead and got the 1 inch neck punar felt. They're little 1 inch felt tips, and you just take one out, and I can just blend however I need to with that, and then toss it and get, there's 50 of them in the bag. Those were $3. Accuracy, that came in a tube. Accuracy dividers, proportional dividers, they're adjustable, and you'll see this on the jdhillberry website and what have you. So, and there's a few things I want to show you a little later, but the next is this nice easel, as you can see, and I got a drawing there. And it has plenty of room, and it's well built. I've had it for about a day, so, and there's nothing that happened to it, and it came in from shipping good, and there's plenty of storage, it looks like. I won't be able to fit like 200 or 300 pencil set or color pencil set in there, or, you know, like big stuff like that. I can put that in my bag and move on and not worry about it. But for we can do pretty good with that. I'm going to try it and see how that works out for me. I'm going to show these couple of books right here. The Art of Drawing. The Art of Drawing People and the Art of Drawing in General. This is a good book here. I got this at the Goodwill, and I think it was 50 cents or something. And it goes through everything. It goes through flowers, still life, what have you, and stick figures, and a little piece of paper there. Here's my picture of my flowers, practicing. And then animals, still lifes, trees, and the people are back there, and you can get into all the different things there. So that's a good all-around book to learn. The Art of Drawing People is a little bit more comprehensive. It has all the blending techniques, different proportions, and I did have some drawings at Thomas Rob 49 on Facebook of some of these drawings that I've done, and it takes you through all the portraits of everything else. And I'd like to move on with the with some of the things that I did have. Eraser. You have to have a Papermate, or this is a Papermate eraser, just a regular white gum eraser. Sandboard. So I was looking on Amazon.com a little earlier, and I found Stettler Drafting Supplies. They have a general pencil kit with all this stuff in it. It has the board, has your tortillions like this right here. It has 4 or 5 of those in it, and a pencil sharpener, a couple of pencils. It's a pretty comprehensive and needed eraser, so that's pretty good. We have our compass. I actually have 2 compasses. I kind of like this one, but this one just in case I have to use my layout pencil. This is my General's layout pencil. It's a number 555. That's what I like to lay out with, and just make my outline, and it's fairly soft and light, and it doesn't damage the paper or anything, and it's easy to erase. So that's pretty good. I have a typewriter eraser, and that does pretty good. What else do I have in here? I have a set of brushes, and I wanted to talk a little bit about the Artist Loft's fundamentals. Their set of drawing pencils, and it's a full set. It goes from 9B all the way up to 9H, I think it is, or 6H. And they have a lot of other things if you go to their website, as well as General's. General's has a good set too. But this, I use the Artist Loft simply because I found this at the dollar store. I found this case, and it had a whole bunch of stuff in it. I took it out and I put it in another pouch, but I wanted it for my pencils because I have my colored pencils in there, along with my brushes and things like that for my blending, and my artist knife. And it has a little pouch that I can carry scissors and my compass and stuff. But what I like about these pencils of Artist Loft is not only do they draw very nicely, but they have that little protective cap, so when you sharpen it, or you're doing a project and you're blending and you got it set and you want to stop for the night, you can put the cap on it and set it away and come back next time you start drawing, and there it is. It's not ruined. You don't have to resharpen it. If somebody accidentally breaks the tip, or you break the tip by putting it in your pouch or whatever, the little plastic tips protect pencil from being broken, the tip being broken off. So that's a handy little feature. Most kits come with one of these. I have 2 or 3 different types of pencil sharpeners, and but this is my favorite, the middle one, because it has the 2 different sizes, the large and the small. Because I sometimes use I still use my first grade pencil wherever it's at. It's sitting around here somewhere. But I have a first grade pencil that I use, and I sharpen it, and I sometimes use that for a layout or blending pencil. So that's the metal one, and it comes in the General's kit. So that's the handiest one to have. I have a couple of rulers. I have a steel ruler. This is just a General, I believe. I believe that's a General. It's just a inexpensive ruler. And I have this Artist Loft again. This is a graph ruler, sewing ruler, crafting ruler, and it has a bunch of little graphs, as you can see, and it's fairly long. And it has all my inches. If I need to check out something on my drawing, I can sit there. Versus a photograph, I already have the grids in there. There's 2 different sets of grids that you really can't probably see it, but it has 1/2-inch squares, and then it has smaller, I believe they're less 3/16 squares in there. So I can I can get pretty well detailed and see where the shading is on the drawing. So that's kind of a good cheat to have. I don't think I have anything else in my box that you know, I when I run out or run low, I have General pencils, charcoal. I just buy a couple of them. That way, when they run out, there it is there. When I run out, I can just reload it, and I just keep that in my bag. The other handiest blending thing that I found was a lens cleaner cloth, like for cameras or your eyeglasses, whatever. Sometimes I can get it's almost better than, I think it's better than felt or anything else. You know, I use this quite a bit, and I'll use that for blending, and I won't have my finger right up against the paper and get my finger oil all over it. So, and I can get the feeling that I need to blend out whatever I need to on the picture. Well, that's about it for right now. I'm going to cut away and let you get to drawing, and hopefully I'll show you the few things that I want to show you on the internet. Drawing realistic textures, and from jdhillberry, and I have some bookmarks here. How light affects texture, and he takes you through this. This is a fairly comprehensive book on hot shading and textures. So if you want to learn something, it's an awesome book. I got it off of my Nook. So, and there's his lucky draw charcoal graphite carbon, and of course his the pencils that he uses, some of the tools, and what have you. So, and he takes it all the way through. If you're lucky enough to get the CD with this book, if you order it off his website, he has a lot of little neat packages, option 1, option 2, and option 3 that you can purchase. Of course, I didn't purchase some of the stuff because I simply had it, and I kind of watched his videos anyway as everything unfolded for him, and all that. So I didn't really feel need to buy all that. The other book is Lifelike Portraits from Lee Hammond. She is another artist, that and this is the 15th anniversary how to draw lifelike portraits. So and there she is there, how to draw life, that's what she looks like. And but anyway, she takes you in. I guess I didn't get any bookmarks on there, so oh. And she does the fundamental sames of the shading and 5 elements of shading, and the Hammond method is what she calls it, of shading, and takes you through the basic stuff of the eyeballs and eyes and everything, and basically the same things that I've already gone through. I just have to touch up and get to this point. And but the nice feature she has, how to draw clothing. She goes through that, and that helps out quite a bit. The other books also have clothing in it. Some of the other books have clothing in it. So this is a very good book also. All right, this is Lucas, of course, with How to Draw Real Faces, and there he is right there. And I looked at his course and versus another one that I might get later. But for right now, I'm doing this one. It's a 12-week course on drawing, and we'll see how that works out for me. It was about $78 for the VIP, and to discover the secrets of drawing, and there's his drawings there, and learn how to draw realistic eyes, lesson 1. You can get a free PDF, and I did that, and download that one. And then of course you get lesson 1, and then you download it, and the process map right there, mind map they call them, and how to do everything, and pretty comprehensive. Next is for exclusive bonuses. You get process maps, get the extra 100 high resolution reference, and 12-week pencil portrait mastery exercises, and you click all those down to download, and you get a lifetime updates. How I got onto this, and I've been watching this for quite a long time. So about 8 years ago, I saw something like this when he got on, and just fascinating how he gets a realistic portrait. And we can go forward and look how real that is. He just keeps blending and blending and blending until it gets so real that you can't even believe it. So it's fantastic. The next thing that I want to show you is jdhillberry. I'm sorry. And this is his shop and his sales, and you can purchase stuff from him online and how to get his stuff. Some of the new artwork that he does, and these are all actual pictures, and so you can take a look at his stuff there. Here's his pencil drawing kits, and of course that's why I showed this is the neatest one right here. You got the Primo, which I purchased, and you get a DVD and on how to use all this, how he wants you to use all this stuff. So, and you get step-by-step tutorials, drawing workshops, drawing technique book, which is what I just showed you. So that's all good, and you can it's $24.99 for the texture for the book. I got it on Nook on the e-download for about $13.99, so I saved some money there. You can add all three of these things. You can add the book and pencil set. You just click on that. I currently have 2 pencil kits available. And this is a little different. He has a couple of different pages, so but you can go through his videos and check out what he has. And there it is there. And there it is. So I'll let you decide, and hopefully that helps in your artwork.